welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. Today we're going to be testing out some high quality, well-engineered, made in Japan Koken tools. Now, not every manufacturer out there claims or is well known to have the least amount of backdrag or backlash when it comes to an internal ratcheting mechanism. We're going to pair these. We have the 72 tooth and the older 36 tooth head to head against Snap-on, Matco, and Mac tools and see just how light and smooth that backlash and backdrag is, and if in fact Koken can claim to be the world's smoothest and lightest ratchet. Now, to put in perspective just how little these forces are, a screw on a wall switch plate might be tightened to 4, maybe 5 inch ounces. So the forces we're dealing with, they're pretty tiny. Now, first off, we have the Koken 3726Z. This happens to be a 36 tooth ratcheting mechanism, which gives you a 10-degree arc swing per click. And we're going to test this out for the very first time. You know, Koken ratchets are said and known to have very low backlash, fairly slim heads, but let's see just how smooth these ratchets truly are. And for the very first time, you can see that the back drag or backlash on the Koken 36 tooth ratcheting mechanism peaks at right around 2 inch ounces. And we did a video on many different manufacturers and how their ratchet internals are. That'll be linked up above in the cards as well as down below in the description. But as far as the 36 tooth Koken ratchet, the internals are really smooth on that, and 2 inch ounces is not very much. So it's actually going to be pretty difficult to decrease that amount because that's a very, very small amount. We're going to go ahead and see if the Koken 3726Z in the new 72 tooth ratcheting design, which allows for a 5-degree arc swing per click, is in fact smoother or roughly about the same as the older 36 tooth ratchet. So for the very first time, I'm really excited to see that the Koken 72 tooth ratchet comes in roughly under 2 inch ounces. So right around 1.75 to 2 inch ounces, making this ratchet really, really smooth. In fact, just slightly smoother than the older 36 tooth ratchet. And from the specs and on-paper specifications that I see, this ratchet is also slightly stronger. So if you want to see this ratchet being taken to 200 foot-pounds, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on any cool upcoming content. Now, how does Koken compare to Snap-on? Well, you can see the head thickness, it's definitely slimmer. It's also slimmer in the width. Now, this is an 80 tooth ratchet. It's a dual 80. And this one, it's been broken in quite a bit. And you can see that to move the internals on here roughly are right around 6 to 7 inch ounces, making the Koken ratchet definitely superior in backlash and backdrag when it comes to Snap-on. And how does Koken compare to Matco? Well, you can see that in width, the Koken is actually slimmer, but as far as thickness, the Matco, it's one of the slimmest ratchets out there. Now, this happens to be an 88 tooth internal ratcheting mechanism. We're going to go ahead and see how this one is for that backdrag and backlash. You can see that this one is coming in right around 5 to 6 inch ounces. So very comparable to the Snap-on, but this one hasn't been broken in. So if this one gets used quite a bit, it's actually going to see a decent trend in the backdrag being reduced on this. So again, 5 to 6 inch ounces on the Matco ratchet here. And so we can see that the Koken still continues to be one of the smoothest ratchets. So now we'll take a look at Mac tools compared to Koken. You can see that the Koken is actually slimmer in both the width and the thickness when it comes to Mac tools. Now, the Mac tools is a 90 tooth ratchet, and you know, it all depends down that spring tension. And sometimes this thing is actually pretty tight. And when we look at the backlash backdrag on here, we can see that it's running roughly around 7, upwards of 8 ounces. Now this again will get better with time and how you wear in that ratchet, but I didn't have to have any break-in or any wear, and the Koken ratchets, you know, these here were producing 2 ounces, which was far superior than all of the tool truck brands. Now you can see when it comes to Backlash or Backdrag, the Koken Series Z ratchets are just far superior. Now we're gonna absolutely blow your mind here with the Koken 2725Z. This is the 3/8 inch drive in a 1/4 inch body. Now this thing is unbelievable. If you don't believe me, well, we're gonna show you what I mean by unbelievable. This thing has a back drag on it that is so far superior compared to any other tool that I've seen, except for maybe a gearless ratchet. This comes in at 1 ounce or under, and is just so incredibly smooth and fine that there's no doubt in my mind that Koken ratchets can claim to be, if they don't already do it, some of the smoothest, finest, and lowest backlash ratchet when it comes to backdrag. So I know you're telling me it's not fair to test out a 3/8 inch drive in a 1/4 inch body, so we're gonna test out some 1/4 inch drives as well as that gearless ratchet. So we're gonna take the Snap-on and Mac 1/4 inch drive. You can see that the Koken is superior in width and in thickness. So let's see how these 1/4 inch drives compare. So now the Snap-on 1/4 inch drive Dual 80 is coming in right around 2 ounces. So it takes a Snap-on product with the least amount of back drag to have a 1/4 inch drive equal what a Koken 3/8 inch drive standard ratchet would be. And you can see as far as head thickness and width, they're very comparable. Now the Mac Tools 1/4 inch drive is coming in just over 2 ounces, so between 2 and 3 ounces. Again, making the Koken product in the 3/8 inch standard drive superior when it comes to backlash and backdrag, even over a 1/4 inch drive Mac Tools product. So when it comes to testing out the gearless ratchet, you can see that we are right there with the Koken. 1 ounce, doesn't really peak out over 2. And that's why to me, that Koken ratchet is really, really superior when it comes to the internal size as well as the back drag if you were to compare it to a gearless ratchet. So how does Koken do it? How do they make such a superior product? It's pretty simple. They're a 4th generation family owned and operated business based in Japan. They have over 140 employees. They keep all the design and engineering in-house and spent over 4 years working on this new 72-tooth ratcheting design mechanism that was launched in 2021. You also focus on a couple core things: sockets and socket wrenches and how to do it better. I must say that Koken really did it better. They hit a home run with this product. When you keep things in-house like the cold forge, the heat treatment, the plating, you get a really good product. Now the only thing left to do is figure out, how do you get your Koken tools? You could be super lazy like me and just Google Koken, K-O-K-E-N tools, and see where it takes you. Now, if you want to be a little bit more cautious, you can go to kokenusa.com, click on the where to buy, and you'll find a distributor that'll also have a warranty when it comes to your tools. You probably shouldn't need it, but they do make rebuild kits for this, and you know what that means. We're going to have another future video where we're going to test out some more Koken tools. Really appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it 2 thumbs down. I can tell you, if I had 3 or 5 or 10 thumbs, this Koken tool, you got my vote. And as always, guys, work smarter, not harder, and I'll catch you in the next video. Just a friendly reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.